But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, these apostates, are like wild animals. We hear a great deal today about man descending from an animal, but both the Old and New Testament make it very clear that man is incapable of living lower than the animals. That man is capable of living lower than the animals. Uh, he's not descended from anything. He's right down with them, if you please, and lives like an animal. Peter will give an illustration of this a little later on in this chapter. They are natural wild animals made to be taken and destroyed, just like an animal is taken. They descended to the lowest plane and have reached the place where they are hopeless and helpless. They speak evil of the things that they understand not. This that Peter says of false teachers can also be applied to many others, something that has amazed me ever since I became a Christian. It's how smart some men who are not Christians can be, and yet they do not at all understand the Word of God. There have been many brilliant men in the past who had no knowledge of what the Word of God is about. Yet, let me give you an example. Well, anyway, I can think of one. William Wilberforce, a member of the British Parliament, was an alcoholic and lived a very fast life until he was converted. He wanted his friend Edmund Burke to hear one of the great preachers of Scotland. And when they were up in Scotland, he took Burke to hear this preacher. Afterwards, he was interested to get Burke's reaction to the sermon. This reaction was very simple and it revealed something. Burke said, uh, that man is a brilliant orator. But what was he talking about? Edmund Burke was one of the great English statesmen. When he heard the gospel message, said, I don't even know what he is talking about. Although I was very much interested to read recently something about a great denomination in this country, a church that down through the years has preached justification by faith. They had a survey and found that 40% of their members don't believe they are saved by their 40% of their members believe they are saved by their own works. How tragic it is to see that people do not understand the gospel. Many who have been hearing it year in and year out do not understand it at all and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Earlier, Peter talked about the fact that the child of God has escaped the corruption of the world. But these have not escaped the corruption. Some of them have escaped the pollution of the world. In other words, there are many lost sinners who say, wouldn't do the things that this low down individual is doing. And he wouldn't. He has escaped the pollution, but he has not escaped the corruptions. One of the On the outside, he is religious. He goes through forms. He does certain works, but his heart is not right with God at all. He has a corrupt heart, and he has done nothing whatsoever about it.